What if I told you this motorcycle makes 215 horsepower from a 999 cubic centimeter engine? Sounds insane, right? But here's the interesting part. The Honda CBR1000RR-R Fireblade isn't simply about making massive power. It's about controlling it. And today we're going to take a closer look at what makes this one of Honda's most serious performance motorcycles. The engine, the aerodynamics, the electronics, and most importantly, is the Fireblade actually worth the hype? 215 horsepower, 999.9 cubic centimeters Fireblade. Let's get into it. What is the Fireblade? The Fireblade name has been around for decades, but the CBR1000RR-R took Honda's Superbike philosophy to another level. This isn't designed simply to be a fast street motorcycle. Honda built it around racing technology, high-speed stability, precise handling, and rider control. And that's something you notice immediately when you look at the bike. Nothing here feels accidental. The aggressive bodywork, the winglets, the riding position, even the way the engine delivers its power. This motorcycle was clearly designed with one question in mind. How fast can we make the rider go while keeping the motorcycle under control? And that brings us to the heart of the Fireblade, the engine. Underneath the fairings is a 999.9 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled DOHC inline-4 engine. And the numbers are serious. 215 horsepower at 14,000 revolutions per minute and 113 newton meters of torque at 12,000 revolutions per minute. Let that sink in for a second. This is a liter-class superbike that loves revolutions per minute. And Honda didn't just focus on peak horsepower. The engine and gearing were engineered to deliver strong acceleration and usable performance throughout the rev range. That's important because on a motorcycle like this, horsepower is only part of the story. What really matters is what happens when you open the throttle coming out of a corner. Because that's where a superbike like the Fireblade starts to make sense. The aerodynamics. Now look at the front of this motorcycle. See those winglets? They aren't just there to make the Fireblade look aggressive, they're functional. Honda redesigned the winglet system to generate downforce and improve high-speed stability while reducing unwanted yaw effects. In simple terms, when you're moving at serious speed, you want the front of the motorcycle to feel planted. And that's exactly what this aerodynamic package is designed to help with. This is one of the things I love about modern superbikes. The design isn't just about looking fast. The shape of the motorcycle is actually part of the performance. The technology. Now let's talk about something that doesn't always get the attention it deserves. Electronics. The Fireblade uses a 6-axis IMU to monitor what's happening with the motorcycle and rider. And that feeds into a sophisticated electronics package. You've got adjustable power delivery, traction control, engine braking, wheelie control, and multiple riding settings. There's also a 5-inch TFT display that puts all that information right in front of the rider. And here's the question I want you guys to think about. Is 215 horsepower actually the most impressive thing about this motorcycle? Or is the ability to manage that power what makes the Fireblade special? Personally, I think it's the second one, because modern superbikes aren't just about making more power, they're about making extreme performance usable. Brakes and suspension. Of course, if you're going to build a motorcycle this fast, you need the hardware to control it. And that's where the Fireblade gets serious. On the SP specification, you're looking at Öhlins electronic suspension and Brembo Stylema R4 piston front brake calipers. The front brake discs measure 330 millimeters. And this isn't just about stopping the motorcycle. It's about braking later, carrying speed into a corner, and giving the rider confidence when the pace gets aggressive. Because anyone can build a motorcycle that goes fast in a straight line. The real test is, can it brake hard, turn quickly, stay stable, and get back on the throttle? Who is this bike for? So here's the big question. Who should actually buy a Fireblade? And honestly, It's not for everybody. If you're primarily commuting through the city, you're probably never going to use anywhere close to this motorcycle's full potential. But if you're someone who loves performance, someone who spends time on a racetrack, someone who appreciates precision engineering, then the Fireblade starts to make a lot more sense. Because this isn't really about transportation. It's about the experience of riding a machine engineered around performance. So after looking at everything, the Honda CBR1000RR-R Fireblade is much more than just another 1,000 cubic centimeter motorcycle. You've got a 999.9 cubic centimeter inline-4, 215 horsepower, 113 newton meters of torque, race-inspired aerodynamics, sophisticated electronics, serious braking hardware, and a chassis designed around one thing: performance. But now I want to hear from you. If you had the money for 1-liter class Superbike, would you take the Honda Fireblade? Or would you go with a Ducati Panigale V4, Yamaha R1M, Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R, or something completely different? Drop your pick in the chat. And if you're watching this right now, drop your choice in the live chat. I'm curious to see which bike wins with the Casper & Co. audience. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Casper & Company, and stick around. We've got a lot more incredible machines coming. Until next time, ride smart, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.